In 2003, a concerned 21-year-old, Lisa Roberts, contacted the Hornsby and District Chamber of Commerce and announced,
"I don't want to see any youth unemployment in Hornsby Shire. We've got to get to the kids and educate them in business while they're at school."
Lisa's enthusiasm so impressed the Hornsby Chamber President, Greg Bepper, that he contacted Chris Caritas, Chairman of the Chamber Youth Alliance Subcommittee, to discuss the development of a high school business education program. John Nicol from the Hornsby branch of the Department of Education and Training was recruited to ensure the program followed educational guidelines and the required procedures, paperwork and organisation was in place for students to attend business meetings and the orientation day. The Youth Learning the Biz Development Committee was formed. To spread the word, the committee contacted local politicians, the local media and youth and education associations. A local business was found to sponsor the main prize for business excellence and interest was generated for Youth Learning the Biz.
For those doing a business lunch with us, he's coming up into the mall. Contained within the van, that wonderful van of his, is a very important piece of apparatus. The focus point of the Chamber in the first half of the year.
The committee was careful not to compete, but rather enhance the present enterprise education programs available to schools. The main aim of Youth Learning the Biz was to team a group from a school with a local business to get hands-on instruction and learn what it takes to market and operate a business. Then create an outlet for the students to demonstrate the knowledge they had gained in a real trade fair. First, 2 meetings were organised for the committee to explain the program to teachers and get feedback from all the schools that had expressed an interest in being involved. This included speaker Janine Brown from the Vocational Education in Schools Directorate. The next step was a meeting for local businesses to explain the program idea and answer any questions or concerns. The success of these meetings saw the emergence of 12 local high schools and 12 local businesses signing up for Youth Learning the Biz. The Youth Learning the Biz program operates like this. 6 students and a teacher chosen to represent their school are appointed their geographically closest local business partner. During the 3-week program, both school and business teams work together to produce a trade fair display booth of the business's products or services. The program starts with an orientation day, in which all participating school teams are coached on 3 business topics. Business, what is it? The purpose of marketing, trade fairs, the unknown element. Students are then introduced to the other enterprise education programs by representatives from Australian Business Week and Young Achievers Australia. School teams then meet their business partners for the first time during an introduction session where they gain an overview of their business partner. During this session, the business partner outlines the nature of their business and provides the school team with promotional material. Both parties then sign a 3-week partnership agreement for Youth Learning the Biz. In the following 3 weeks, the school team and their business partner attend 3 compulsory meetings. In week 1, the school team visits the business partner's premises for hands-on orientation,
which they then use to create information.
G&J Business Services specialise in business coaching. Although home-based, Grant and Jean advises a wide range of clients on sales growth, risk management, business plans and other important aspects to help improve business growth. Over breakfast, Grant preps the North Home team about trade shows, and after many questions, the team feels they have accomplished their first meeting. Bunnings Hardware Thornlea is one of Australia's leading retailers with 45,000 products on sale.
I mean, in a business it's important that the people that are actually in the business are actually checking everything off before it actually goes into the sale. Not about to start with.
The Turramurra team is given a general overview on the procedures of the whole store. Through their discussions, the all-boy team decides to limit their trade show products to the tool section. After a detailed survey of the tool aisles, Bunnings section leaders instruct on more specific tools and their operation, encouraging the team in their choice of products for their booth. Sinewave is a franchise business with stores across our planet specialising in the creation of high-impact signs for businesses. Theo, the owner of Hornsby Sinewave, proceeds through an explanation of sign styles and customers with the Asquith Boys High team. Theo then steps through the creation process, from the design programs to the vinyl cutting. After a tour of the business site and factory floor procedures, Theo discusses trade show ideas with the Asquith team.
But if you gave me the name, then I just cut a whole heap of these things in different colours. Right, good on you guys.
For week 2, the business partner visits the school and addresses the entire commerce class on the nature of their business. John, the manager of Bunnings Thornlea, introduces himself to the class and provides a detailed working history of the Bunnings company. He then explains the economics of his own store. Following the class meeting, the Bunnings team then review the product choices for their oncoming trade fair. Grant, from G&J Business Services, explains the purpose of trade shows to the North Home Commerce class. He then explains the meaning of value at both the sales and consumer level. Then in week 3, the business partner visits the school and meets with their school team for final preparation of their display booth. The Sinewave team are briefed on sales dynamics and information from the Sinewave handbook. The team then discusses their booth look and feel, planning the components required from each member. In the final meeting, the Bunnings team review their chosen products, plan their booth layout and collect their trade show uniform. Each member is then assigned their products and prepped for their individual roles. Over the program, the school team attends all the business meetings with their business partner and learns as much as they can about their business in preparation for their trade fair stand. This includes budgeting, planning, communication, and even sales role-play situations. An important member for the school team is the designated teacher who provides the support required to arrange the business partner visits, the Department of Education paperwork and guidance as they work with their school team. All the display booths of the school teams are combined to form the trade fair, manned by the school teams and business partners. This is a real trade fair open over 2 days. Day 1 for all the local high schools, while Day 2 is open to the general public. The launch of the Youth Learning the Biz website was held at Call Games Internet Cafe in Westfield, Hornsby, and was opened by member for Hornsby, Mrs. Judy Hopwood.
What a fantastic array of computers and how exciting it is to be on the Greater Youth.
And it is ticket number
E14.
E14. Another one, of course. It's not a function unless we give a cup away. E27. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Disability friendly, this site outlines the entire program for Youth Learning the Biz and a complete photo album of the 2004 event. The Biz Resources section of the site is aimed at business and commerce students of all ages, with the latest youth-orientated business news and facilities as a starting point for any assignment or project. To find out more about Youth Learning the Biz, log on to youthlearn.biz for all the latest information or find out how to get involved in next year's Youth Learning the Biz. Executive Producer Greg Bepper. Director David Baker. Production Hornsby AV. Written by Greg Bepper and David Baker. We would like to thank the following people, schools and businesses for their participation and support.